Hello, hello, and welcome back for yet another episode of RV Life. What do you eat in a week? Brought to you by the Danae Collective. Hi, I'm Danae, and this is episode 29. Oh gosh. Okay, so in the last episode of RV Life, What I Eat in a Week, I could not fit all of my video clips onto my computer because there was such a backlog of things that I had recorded. So the steak and potatoes and the fried egg with cilantro and green onion, you will see in this video the actual clips of the making of it, even though I did feature the pictures of it in last Sunday's episode. So here's the rest of it, the whole meat and potatoes. I didn't realize how spot on that was. Anyway, the meat and potatoes of the meal that did not get showcased previously. I'm just going to shut up now. So this is the first time I think that I'm using this new air fryer. I already gotta say, I love it so much more than the one I had before. The one I had before, even though it was like more, I don't want to say ergonomically shaped, but it did actually fit in this little groove that's left of the counter space a lot better than this one does. But it was just too simplistic, I guess you could say. Like, you would just set the temperature, and then it had like a little twisty, like old-fashioned timer setting on it, versus this actually has multiple options. It has an air fry, it has a roast, it has a bake, it has a fourth thing, I think, that I'm not remembering, but it's unimportant right now. And I just really like the difference in the way that it's used and operated, so I'm really happy with that. So my potatoes have hit the halfway point, and this is one of the things that I love about this new air fryer, is it does alert me that it is time to, flip my food. It's somewhere at the halfway point, versus my other one was just, like I said, too simplistic, so it didn't give me any notifications. I would just open the thing, having forgot I even had anything going for some 10 to 20 minutes, and one side was very toasted. So I added some melt butter and some Cajun seasoning to this, and then returned to fixing up my salad, which has jalapeno hummus in it, some strawberries, some cucumbers, some nuts. So now that the salad is done and the potatoes are finished, you can see it says end on the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and get a pan heated up so I can cook up the rest of my elements. Look how crispy those potatoes are. Little olive oil drizzle, the leftover steak that I had. Some cumin, Old Bay, red pepper flakes, umami seasoning. I think I throw some Worcestershire, the brown sauce, that stuff that no one can ever say the name of. Anyway, moving along. Gonna go ahead and let that cook up, and I'm going to portion this into 2 separate meals. I threw my mushrooms in. Half of this is going to be for a lunch, the other half is going to be for breakfast. Now that the steak is done, I'm just going to go ahead and take that out, portion it, and just go ahead and reuse that pan. I have cilantro and green onion that I'm going to put in there, make a little well in the middle, and add my egg so it fries up. I have this bad habit of remembering to remove the handle. cone trays for the air fryer, because I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago, I ended up using all 3, where I just like prepped different meals in each tray, threw them in, let them cook, pulled them out, portioned them, and then threw the next tray in. It was so convenient because I was able to make, I think, my dinner, my lunch, and like a side dish for something else for later. Oh, it was just so convenient. Highly recommended. So I'm getting my mud water prepared for the day. I have 1 to drink now, 1 to take with me for work. I added maca powder and some additional chocolate powder because I had Ovaltine and I just really wanted a more chocolatey flavor today. And just gonna add a little splash of some simple syrup of almond horchata flavoring. Good morning, it's a new day. I'm sorry, I'm doing my voiceover at like midnight, so I am actually tired, but it's a new morning, it's a new day. This is my day off. It's also the day of my friend's birthday, so you will see a gathering later on in the video of us celebrating Gianna. So I completely forgot to record the smoothie that I made, or the fact that I, had it for 2 days. But I made a smoothie using fresh strawberries. I believe I threw some dark sweet tart cherries in there, some oat milk. Can't even begin to tell you what else was in there. Point being, I only drank half of it the previous day, drank the other half this morning, and then proceeded to go about the rest of my day. Since this is my day off, I really didn't feel like having to cook anything, so I just pulled out my leftovers and warmed that up along with some leftover broccoli cheddar soup and ate it all together. After a guided yoga class, I stopped and got some poke. I did white rice with quinoa and mixed greens. I did a spicy salmon. It had pineapple, it had cucumber, it had red onion, it had avocado, cilantro. It was delicious. And clearly I must have been in the mood for salmon today, because at Gianna's birthday dinner, I ate more salmon. So here we are at Gianna's birthday gathering, the huge group of all of my friends together at the table. Her family was also there. They were at a different table. It felt like we had priority. We ate calamari. We ate, what were those, crab deviled eggs. We ate crab rangoons, like literally crab rangoons. And then this was fried Brussels sprouts. My friend got shrimp and grits. Someone else got, I think it was flounder tacos or mahi-mahi tacos. I did salmon with some clearly burnt broccolini and butternut squash puree. It was delicious, but I was entirely upset with how charred my broccolini was. Kat ended up getting Korean barbecue wings, and then Sam did some crusted flounder. There's me and Abby. So Gianna's theme for her birthday was we all had to wear some shade of blue, and here is her incredibly blue birthday cake. If you can't tell, that's the birthday girl in the sparkly blue dress. And this was a chocolate cake with little blue cherries on it. They kept bringing out desserts like crazy. They did this meringue, which had key lime and I think it had guava on the bottom of it. Surprisingly, I liked it, even though I am not a fan of guava or key lime. It was genuinely good. So kudos to the Aqua Grill for pulling that out. And here I am trying on the birthday girl's tiara. And here she is popping the champagne fetty. Isn't she absolutely gorgeous? Happy birthday, Gianna. I love you. After a long week, I really needed some TLC. So I went to the spa and got a pedicure, and I gotta say, this man, he did not do me dirty at all. I showed up, I think, in the last hour before they closed, and he took his sweet time massaging my feet and my legs. And I don't know if he just was like trying to milk the time, or he was like, I'm gonna get this tip. But boy, did he get that tip, because my legs and feet felt so much better afterwards. So grateful for him. Thank you so much. Definitely got to go back to that salon later. And then here's Jack playing with his whale. I'm so happy he likes it. It's a new day. It's late at night. I did not think to make anything until it was far too late to be doing anything, but I was like, oh, I should probably cook something because I'm hungry, and I also need to prep something for my lunch for tomorrow. And funny thing was that I prepped a lunch that I then forgot in the fridge, so it was wasted effort, but I did enjoy those things as a snack later on in the day when I got home, but boy was I upset with myself. Anyway, little forewarning, the lighting in this portion of the video was driving me bananas, and I don't understand why it was doing that, because again, it was late at night, and the way that the lighting keeps flaring, it makes it seem like I've got like the sun blaring through my window, and I don't. So not really sure what that's about, but it was highly upsetting. Anyway, since you won't really be able to see it, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I am chopping some cherry tomatoes and fresh garlic and onion to go into the pan that is going to end up getting some black bean chili thrown into it. I wanted more vegetables, so aside from just the tomatoes, the garlic, and the onion, I'm also going to throw in some yellow pepper and some mushrooms. In the bowl on the counter that you can barely see is 2 cans of chicken salad. Oh my God, can you hear Jack? Can you hear this? He is tearing up this whale. Oh my gosh. Anyway, 2 cans of canned chicken breast with whatever seasoning that just flew by so fast. I can't even remember. Just make sure you read the ticker. If you didn't, please rewind and read it. I think I also threw some zucchini into the soup, but regardless, once the chicken salad was ready, I split some peppers and I filled them up so it was like a little chicken breast pepper, and snacked on one while I got to making the soup. And again, like I said, completely forgot this in the fridge. Was really annoyed by that, but I did get to snack on it for about 2 days. Along with that, I also threw some grapes into a bag, and I also had some mixed nuts. Put my entire lunch bag together, put it in the fridge, and it stayed there. Yep, that's where it stayed. So moving on, adding the zucchini and the yellow pepper to my pan. Once I am done with prepping all that, I'm gonna fire up my stove and go ahead and let those things kind of sweat down with a little bit of olive oil. And then I'm gonna add my can of black bean chili to it. And then once the chili is warmed up, I'm going to add some spices and throw in some mushrooms as well. So the spices I went with was smoked paprika, some ancho chili, some Mexican chili powder, some annatto, and some spicy red pepper flakes. So far, the only complaint that I have about the detachable handle situation is that it's very easy to accidentally let the items inside your pan reach a certain height. Then when you go to put the handle on, you're going to end up with that food in the crevice of the part that clips onto the pot or pan, which is something that I experienced at least 3 times now. And trying to clean the little groove in between to get out whatever sauce or particles or whatever got in there is kind of a pain in the tuchus. So just be prepared for that if you end up buying this set or a similar set. If like you see how I'm cleaning off the walls of the pan, like when I still clipped it on, it still got some of the red sauce in between. And when I made the I think it was the roasted sweet potatoes with the turmeric on it, the turmeric stained the inside of that handle because it pressed it. But anyway, whatever. I had a hard time separating my pita, so I didn't actually bite it. I had to tear the seam apart because when I cut it open, it sealed it closed. So it's not the nicest looking pita, but it's just roughly torn. I threw some sour cream and some cilantro on top of my black bean veggie chili and had some stuffed pita pockets with the mixed greens and the chicken salad that I made. If you watched my maximizing your small space video that I posted sometime either last week or the week before that, it had some little tips and tricks, including some items that I purchased to try and make my life a little bit easier. This is one of them that I showcased, but I didn't actually crack it open because I was tired of organizing and I didn't get around to actually doing this until recently. So Pretty simple setup. It's just 3 pieces. It consists of a base, a back, and a top part. You can angle it, you can have it straight, so it's adjustable for each type of shoe. So I was quite happy with that. The pack that I bought came with 6 of them. Since I don't need another 6 sets of these, I decided not to worry about it, but I did have 2 extra pairs of shoes that did not fit in there. Anyway, moving along, this is the following day. I am prepping 3 little, I don't know, these like frittatas, little omelets, whatever, so that I have like a grab and go breakfast that I can throw into an English muffin. And this was a workday lunch from a Greek place that was somewhere nearby. Was not happy with it. They undercooked my chicken, but the spanakopita was delicious. Oops, looks like that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching yet another episode of RV Life, What I Eat in a Week, brought to you by the Danae Collective. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified of additional content. New episodes now release every Sunday. Come back and see us again soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.